Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we have an interesting selection in drama. It's Christmas Carol. Christmas Carol is a very famous novella written by Charles Dickens, first published in London at 1843. It reflects most of the British, manners, behaviors in Christmas. As you know, that literature is the mirror of its age, like a piece of literature, drama, novella, poetry reflects the circumstances or the events during its age or the age it was written. So, Christmas Carol is a very interesting and full of lessons that will benefit all readers. So, Christmas Carol with Scrooge and Marley. Let's go to get the introduction and the rest of the elements. Background. We agreed before that the background uncover most of the events or uncover most of the each literary selection. In mid 19th century England, many farmers traveled to live in cities, to live in a great traffic more than villages. Adults and children work for 12 hours, 6 days a week, which is really very tiring. Workers lived misery, bad life. Children used to work in cleaning chimneys as chimney sweepers and other jobs in the factories. During this time in London, most of the villagers, farmers, traveled from the village to the city to find a job, to earn their living. So they lived in a great traffic during this time, and the traffic in the cities always is more than villages. Uh, One important thing that happened during this time that children work in many jobs to support their families, especially the working classes. They lived a very misery and bad life, and most of kids died while they are trying to clean houses, chimneys. Here I have some pictures. After we finish this background, I'll show what is a chimney sweeper do. Landlords or landowners and factory owners, the wealthy people, lived a complete different life, full of welfare and happiness, depending on tens of servants and workers. All these circumstances are considered a background of Christmas Carol. And comparing between Cratchit from the working class in one side and Scrooge as a property owner in the other side, you can feel how did they kept the traditions and spirit of Christmas during the Christmas day. Here we have in this story or in this drama, we have a comparison between different characters, actually from the higher classes and the lower working classes. We have a clear comparison between Scrooge, who is the business owner, and his hired worker or employee Cratchit, how each person dealt with Christmas and how he looked at Christmas and Christmas manners. So let's see what will happen with both of them. Here I have some pictures to show you how chimney sweepers worked during this time. This is an image, I got it from the Wikipedia about chimney sweepers in London in 1843. This is a very little kid. He used to clean chimneys of houses, of homes, and this somebody who's helping him, he's tying him with a rope and let him get inside the chimney and clean it. Then he get out. So most of these kids suffered from the bad diseases and illness due to the chimney's bad and dirty environment. So this is just a small flashback about the circumstances of kids during the age or the time Scrooge has lived. Ebenezer Scrooge is the main character. Most of the events revolves around him. So, the character connotations, which is Scrooge, his name. We start with the name. Scrooge means a very greedy person, which doesn't like to spend money or even show or convey feelings or sympathy with other. So they got this name for this character to reflect more about the content. So somebody whose name is Scrooge, greedy person, what did you expect of him? So Scrooge is an old, greedy man. He doesn't like charity to do good things for free, or voluntary works, like helping poor people, supporting illness, supporting people who are living in poverty, all these types of charity, which all of you know about, and believes that poor people shouldn't celebrate Christmas as they are poor enough and shouldn't care for such celebrations. So Scrooge doesn't believe in Christmas soul, Christmas spirit, that he, in such a day, such a celebration, he should at least offer some charity and help poor people to be happy during this time. He also laughed at his poor Cratchit, the clerk, when he said Merry Christmas to his nephew Fred. He told Cratchit why should it be Happy Christmas despite his poverty and misery as a hard worker. Scrooge believes that Christmas is nothing but an extra year old. You get older 1 year and you lose more money, like spending more money in these celebrations. So this is how he look at this type of celebration. Before we go deep inside this drama, I'd like to remind you that the literary elements are settings, plot, and characters. What are settings? Settings are place of events, time of events, so where and when did the events happen. Plot, which is the beginning of the event. Climax, which is the utmost and the most complicated point of the event. Resolution, which is the uncover and the solution of all the problems in the drama. Concerning characters, we have two types of characters. We have main characters and minor characters. The main characters are Scrooge, Marley, and the three spirits, past, present, and future ghosts. We have also another minor characters like Cratchit, Fred, Scrooge's lost love, many people, and Fanny, his sister, which is the mother of Fred. So we have many characters, but we will shed the light and spot the light only on these main characters. Besides, we will mention something about the minor characters as they have a great role in the development and the reflection of all events. Separately, settings of Christmas Carol, the place of events, the general place in London. And I got two pictures of London during this time. Okay. Scrooge chamber, room, Scrooge's offices, Cratchit home, Fred's home, Scrooge's school, Fezwick offices. So we have 6 separate places, but all of it were inside London. So the main place of the events is London. Continue. Time of events, which is the second part of settings. The whole action of the play takes place on Christmas Eve, 1843. But we have different types. We have different types of timing, like Christmas Day, Christmas morning, after Christmas, which is, as I told you, 1843. So we have different timings. So time of events, place of events are a very important and major part of the literary elements of any type of literature, whatever it is: drama, novel, novella, or short story. Now, the main characters, which is really interesting, and if you know many information about it, you will understand all types of events inside this drama. Ebenezer Scrooge, he is still alive. Jacob Marley, dead, attending as a ghost. So, Scrooge and Marley are two close friends and good business partners. They share the same business and the same home as well. So, Scrooge and Marley are very close friends. They are living together in the same house, they share the same business, they even write the names on the same place on their shop or on their business place. The main place of this event is Scrooge's home. He got 3 visits by the ghost of present, past, and future, invited by his dead friend Marley. Marley has died since 7 years. He found that all the money he accumulated of gold and cash, he left it, and he is being punished for it. He didn't do any charity, he didn't help poor people. He was really a greedy, as just as his friend Scrooge. So he came back to teach his friend a lesson, and he doesn't like him to meet the same destiny, like to be punished for being poor in his manner and poor in his behaviors, not poor in money, by being greedy for people, not doing charity, not helping people, not sharing happy moments with people. So he's wasting his life in accumulating money, and at once he will leave all this money and die. So the main characters here: Jacob Marley, he's dead, attending as a ghost. Ebenezer Scrooge, still alive. We have Bob Cratchit, Scrooge's clerk. We have Fred, which is Scrooge's nephew. We have Fan, Scrooge's little sister. These are the main characters, and the characters you will hear about them in the story. So, Jacob Marley, Ebenezer Scrooge, Bob Cratchit, Fred, and Fan. Okay? Another characters: the ghost of Christmas, past spirit, present spirit, future spirit. So if you look at these two pictures, here the first visit for the ghost of the past, and here he is taking him past, like he's doing a flashback. He flashback to see all the events that happened in the past, like when he was a little kid, child, then he grew up to be a young man, to the point he is meeting the present spirit. So each spirit deliver him a new selection of events, a new memories. So past giving him flashback, present spirit is showing him what's happening around, future spirit is telling him about the future. By the way, you can find this drama produced in different, maybe short stories, movies. So it's really famous one. Now we have a brief summary about it. It's very brief. A Christmas Carol is the story of a greedy old man who doesn't believe on the Christmas charity and deeds. He cares only for money and business. After the death of his only best friend, many things started to change. The ghost of his friend visited him and taught him 3 messages. So Marley's ghost came and visited Scrooge and told him that he will send him 3 spirits in a row in sequence. Each one will come at one night. Each spirit will teach him something about his past, and the second one will teach him something about present, and the last spirit, which is the spirit of future, will teach him something about future. And he told him that he must get the lesson, otherwise he will regret. Then Marley sent him 3 spirits in a sequence. As I told you, the past spirit reminded him with his past event, his childhood, school, friends, when he was a little man. The present ghost uncovered the events around him, like how people around look at him, who is very loyal for him, and he's always praying for him and trying to remember him in a good way, which is, for instance, his clerk, Cratchit. The silent future spirit, which is the last spirit, showed him what will happen if he continue behaving in such manner. Like the future spirit showed him the corpse or the dead body of a person, which was really similar to Scrooge. And he showed him that after all his long journey in life, after all the money he collected, he will leave all this and he will find nobody to just pray or remember him. Even little boys, dogs in the street will not remember him. Christmas Carol, it's an interesting novel, drama, and movie. We have 2 parts or more if we need. This is the first part. I wish you a good and interesting listening with me and watching. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave it below this video. Thank you very much and see you in the next time.